Hello class. Uh, we are doing the chapter of circulation where if you can remember in the last class we had discussed about the human circulation where we had discussed about the components of the blood and as well as the functions of the blood. Now today in this class I will explain the internal structure of the human heart. Now you can see this diagram where this is the internal structure of the human heart. Now heart is the central organ through which the circulatory system or blood circulation passes. Obviously, so we need to know, in order to know the circulatory system in a proper manner, we need to know properly the structure of the heart. The human heart is basically composed of four chambers. The upper two chambers are known as the atria, or in singular they are called atrium, and lower two chambers are called the ventricles. Now, as this structure, this portion is the left portion, it is the left atrium, it is the left ventricle, it is the right atrium, it is the right ventricle. All in between the atrium and the ventricle, the valves of the heart are present. This in between the right atrium and the right ventricle, here present is the tricuspid valve, and between the left ventricle and the left atrium and the left ventricle, here present is the bicuspid valve. Details of this you will learn later part. So first we are coming into this right atrium. Now right atrium is connected with the it's a main vein which is known as the vena cava. Now for your knowledge, just I am telling the part or as you know that vein is the part or vein is the route through which the deoxygenated blood from all of the body comes into the heart. So similarly, this vena cava structure is divided into two parts. The initial or the upper part is called the superior vena cava, and the blood which is coming from the lower part of the body is called the inferior vena cava. So through this vena cava, the deoxygenated blood or impure blood throughout the body coming into the right atrium. Now the blood again coming into the right ventricle. Now the detailed mechanism of circulation again you will learn in later part. Just for your knowledge, you keep it in mind. The deoxygenated blood from the whole body coming into the right atrium, then it is coming into the right ventricle, and then through pulmonary artery, this part is the pulmonary artery, it goes to the lungs. Now here I may tell you one thing, that is generally the vein, this portion is the vein, you know, they carry, this is the superficial part and they carry deoxygenated blood, and the artery which is deep seated structure, they carry the oxygenated blood, but only exception is the pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. So pulmonary artery here is carrying deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and pulmonary vein is carrying oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Now you can ask me a question, what is the function of the lungs here? The lungs is the purifier organ. That means the deoxygenated impure blood through pulmonary artery goes to the lungs for purification. Now how does the purification happen? That is another part. Like through the carbon dioxide oxygen transference, there is a purification of the blood, and that purified blood through pulmonary vein, here it's pulmonary vein, they are coming to the left atria of the heart. So as the left atria is now filled up with the oxygenated blood from the pulmonary vein, the blood passes on to the left ventricle. Now as blood passes into the left ventricle, after which here attaches the main artery. What is the function of the main artery? Main artery is also called the aorta. The main function of the aorta is to distribute the oxygenated blood in the whole body. So the oxygenated blood from pulmonary vein coming into the heart of the left atrium portion of the heart from the lungs. From there it is coming to the left ventricle, and through pulmonary artery it circulates into the whole body. So this is the internal structure of the heart. Before that I forgot to mention one thing, that is you can see the outer covering sort of a structure which is present in the outer side of the heart. This is known as the pericardium. Pericardium of the heart, it is actually the protective layer which protects the heart from outer injury, and this part is the muscular layer or the muscular wall. They also help in the heart to remain in a spongy, in a muscular layer, so that heart is not damaged from any outer injury. So I hope it is clear to you the structure of the heart. In the next class we will discuss about the blood vessels. Till then, all of you stay safe. Thank you.